Hey guys, what's up? GreenMachineSam back with another video, and today we have another Madden 23 roster update guide. So let's just get through some things, and then I'll show you guys what I've been working on, and that will be it. So first, like always, you do have to head over to this little NFL symbol, the rosters and playbooks section. Go to share and manage files, download community files, and then you should show up here. I don't know why my game takes so long. I don't have any other problems with any other games besides EA when it comes to loading. Like, I'll hop in, like, GTA, and everybody complains about GTA loading times, and I feel like I load faster in GTA than I do in Madden. But, hey, what do you know? We are the 5th roster officially, so we are at 54,000 downloads. I haven't updated since, I haven't uploaded the roster since last night at, like, midnight, so we're going to be far down the list. So, here we are. But then again, you can find the top roster Madden 24 roster update at the top of the download sections in the roster section, as we are the 5th most downloaded roster. I think we'll even overtake the next two relatively fast. Now, of course, I am still working on the roster. I'm not doing a whole ton right now, but there is still work being done. So you want to select it, download it, and then it will tell you, do you want to overwrite or save as a new file? If you save as a new file, you can just rename it, but overwriting will keep the same name and get rid of the old one. So if you want the old one for whatever reason, like before the draft or something like that, then that would be best if you keep it. And then, of course, you do have to load it. So load it, bang. I load it twice just to make sure, and then you can back out, head to play now, head to franchise, or head to the edit roster section. For some reason, somebody thought that this wasn't on PS5. I promise you I'm on PS5. I promise you I'm not on Xbox. He was like, one dude was like, I don't know why everybody makes all the good stuff for Xbox. I don't know why you would put PlayStation in your title. Check the fucking buttons at the bottom, dude. Like, it's for PlayStation, and it's for PS5. I updated to PS5 back in November when I had some extra money, and I found a PlayStation 5 at a Target, so, you know, I went and got it. So, one of the big things that happened recently was DeAndre Hopkins getting released from the Cardinals. So, as you guys can see, he is no longer here. And then there's just free agents being signed. Dean Marlowe goes back to the Bills. The Broncos signed a couple guys. So, there's Dean Marlowe. I didn't remember if he was a strong or if he was a free safety. So, he's just going to be listed at strong for now, which kind of fucks with DeMar Hamlin, even though he played pretty okay for them. The Broncos signed 2 guys from what I remember. They signed Tyler Lancaster, and they signed Cameron Fleming back, so there's that. The Lions got a couple guys. They actually traded for a guy, and they actually signed somebody. So they brought in Jermaine Ifedi, boom, right there. So you can move either Colby Sorsdahl to left, or you can move Jermaine Ifedi. It doesn't really matter, unless you only plan on keeping 3 tackles anyway. They traded for Riley Patterson because the Jaguars picked up Brandon McManus. There are some teams. Some people were asking about undrafted and 7th round rookies again. I don't plan on making much more. It's just not really worth it. And some teams are out of spaces as well. A couple that come to mind, I think, are the Jaguars, the Texans, and there should be 2 more that I haven't had to update anybody on. But the Jags are actually missing 1 player, and the Texans, I think, are missing 1 player. And not just undrafted guys and 7th round guys. I'm talking just free agents because I haven't been able to sign them. So sometimes I make an exception. Like if there's like a much worse overall player who's also older, I might release them. But overall, I can't sign everybody. Madden limits me in that. So I'm trying my best. Numbers for jersey numbers should be relatively correct, and something that I don't know what I really want to do is suspension. As you guys know, the Lions actually had a bunch of people suspended recently. Jameson Williams mainly, and then Quintez Cephas, their wide receiver, and then a couple DBs. Who does Bledsoe play for? Does he play for the Pats still? A defensive tackle named Bledsoe also got suspended. I think he's actually with the Falcons, if I remember correctly now. He got suspended. I used to move him. Yeah, Monty Bledsoe, he actually got released and then suspended. I used to move them to punter, but then after like 2 seasons, they would be released and then they would retire if people forgot to move them. So, and especially with not great overall players, you won't remember. At least with Calvin Ridley, you would remember. Somebody for some reason did ask if I was able to move players to jersey number 0. No. So a guy like Naheem Hines, he just got an open jersey number. If somebody else ends up wearing that jersey number, I will fix it. But as of right now, I cannot move to 0. Madden does not allow us to, as it is a new rule going into effect next year. So that is something also to keep in consideration. Next, we're going to talk about order depth chart. Most of these are just auto reorders. So just basically probably highest overall at every position. That does fuck with some positions like edge rusher and stuff like that. So, but then again, most of you guys, I don't feel like are going to be playing play now games. I think you guys are probably going to be playing franchise if you guys are downloading my roster. Remember, the roster isn't 100%. I'm going to be completely honest. These are guesses and estimations on rookies. I do base the overalls on rookies based off of when they were picked, not what I currently think about them. I haven't decided if I'm going to be updating the overalls when Madden 24 comes out. It just really depends on what's going on in my job, depending on how much I'm working and stuff like that. If I got some extra free time and if I want to go through and do it, I might, but no promises. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I promise to do this. But then again, also, it goes back to the jersey number thing. I won't be able to do that. And then any rookies that do make, the team, I'm going to have to make them. So it's a lot of stuff to worry about, especially when Madden doesn't give you the correct tools to work on this type of stuff. So somebody also asked, where are retirement players? They're all right here. Jared Bernhardt from the Falcons retired recently. Isaiah Wilson, I just don't think is ever going to play again. Just being truthful. He was a first-round pick that played, less than 10 snaps, or 10 meaningful snaps anyway. Gets traded for a 7th, gets released within a week because he doesn't show up to his drug test and just doesn't show up. And then gets signed by the Giants to their practice squad, and then I think he either stopped showing up or was showing up overweight and stuff like that. But the rest of them have actively retired. Corey Peters, Dante Hightower, Nazir Adderley, J.J. Watt, Terrell Williams. Kyle Long is basically retired, I think. Giovanni Bernard, Chad Henne, Adrian Peterson, A.J. Green, Steve McClendon, Tony Jefferson, Austin Blythe, Devin McCourty, and Tom Brady have all, I think, announced their retirements. Yes, I know A.J. Green is fucked up. Another one that I know that I even tweeted out is I don't think that's Anthony Avert. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he's white. Just being real. So, how many other facial scans portraits did they mess up? I don't know. They do still have their face in game. Not that that's saying much, as they're not, in great detail. I haven't went through the whole roster being like, oh, is this guy still correct? Because it's not important enough, I think, to go through and be like, oh, their portrait's wrong. Granted, EA, you're kind of fucking stupid, and whoever did that, take their fucking keys away. So, there's that. But, there's not a whole ton left going on. Of course, I'm gonna keep updating the roster as I see fit, especially free agency and stuff like that. Once the Hop signs, I'll get him put back on a team. But I think Jimmy Graham's even technically retired, so I'll probably retire him because I know he plans on doing a lot of sailing and flying, stuff like that. Jason Peters, I think, should be retired. I would assume a guy like Rodney Hudson and Ben Jones are probably going to be retiring. I don't want to retire anybody that has an opportunity to play or that will probably play. But then again, guys like Rodney Hudson and Ben Jones fuck up somebody's franchise because now a rookie isn't going to get a start and stuff like that. So I know it's up to you guys if you guys want to retire them. Normally what I was doing in the past is if they didn't play in 2 years, they would get retired. And if they were over 30, hadn't played in 2 years, they'd get retired. So I could bring that back if you guys wanted me to, but a lot of the 30-year-olds that I'm seeing have been on teams relatively recently. So, like, Akeem Hicks has just been on a team. JPP has been on a team. Vinny Curry, I think, was on a team last year. Mario Addison, I think, was on a team at one point last year. So, I mean, I wouldn't be retiring a whole ton of players. It would be a handful. Like, a lot of the 30-year-olds right here were on teams last year. Yeah, I think every single one of these 30-year-olds down to Zach Kerr were on a team last year. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns about rosters, any players missing that are free agents, not rookies, I will more than gladly update it. Just make sure to fact check, go online, check maybe Over the Cap, Sport Track, just different websites, see if they're actually listed as a member of the team, go onto their team website, stuff like that. I know somebody was saying somebody was still on a team. I forget who it was. And I went on Over the Cap, and they just didn't have a contract anymore. So, but if you guys have any questions, concerns, like I said, put them down in the comments. I'm more than willing to address them. I try to respond every couple days. I'll get on and just like mass respond to people. But with that being said, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video or any other videos like this on my channel, please stick around, subscribe, like, push that notification bell so you guys will be notified every single time I upload a video. I am going to be doing 2K22 stuff as the finals are wrapping up, of course, for free agents as well as the draft. So keep an eye out on that. But with that being said, guys, I'm out. Peace.